Hey guys, welcome to Crickcast, a cricket podcast. So once again, we are back as promised with the post-match podcast of the match. So what a game! We saw AB de Villiers hitting all around the park, and as a Bangalore fan, definitely I'm thrilled about it. So I'll straight away go to and with me in this panel today, as always, I have Orjunda and I have Ayan with me. So I just want to ask both of you the same question. So ABD is one of the best ever in the IPLs, right?
Yeah, sure. So ABD sure played an amazing innings. I think under pressure, tremendous innings. And needing 35 to win in 12 balls. And I think by the 17th over, I was commenting in some other group. I don't know which group it was. That it match is over. It's out of ABD's reach also. So surprisingly, when I saw the match at the 19th end of the 20th over, I think the match was already over. I think this in the third ball, the fourth ball, ABD had already hit a six. So very importantly, ABD is playing in IPL for the last so many years, but bowlers have been bowling to his strength only. So the over, if you see which Unadkat bowled, I think I saw it. I felt that he had no plans actually, and he was bowling, and it was very predictable. So somewhere I think we need to sort out the issue with ABD, because ABD is in IPL for a good long time. I think this is his 10th year, maybe 11th year. So
He has been there since the inaugural season. He was in Delhi previously, yeah.
Somewhere apart from very few matches over the years, nobody is able to sort out his weaknesses, and they have been in pressure situation. ABD is always scoring, barring few matches. So there's nothing unusual. So he is an exceptional talent. I think ABD not only plays well, but he has been able to actually create a lot of players over the years, looking at his way of playing. So if you see, we have a lot of players who are playing 360-degree cricket in India also. Like I think Rishabh Pant somewhere emulates him. Shreyas Iyer also emulates him in some ways. Then in the foreign players category, Butler also has evolved as a 360-degree player. He plays all around the ground. Similarly, Johnny Barristo. So I think somewhere he has been instrumental in actually bringing the T20 game to a different level. The kind of shots he has played, I think, actually defines T20 in a very different level. And it is not the way cricket was played over the last around 30 odd years. The last 10 years have been completely belongs to ABD, and somewhere, of course, Gale.
Of course, even we saw Virat Kohli hitting that Will scoop, the De Villiers scoop, 2-3 matches back. So, having said that, I'll come to Ayan also on the same question.
Yeah, I mean, okay. So just repeat your question, Mayuk.
No, the effect of ABD, because I am asking both of you the same question because
Yes.
today was just one of a kind innings.
Yeah, absolutely. See, Mayuk, with terms of ABD, I first of all think that he's an exceptional talent. I mean, as you know, he's not only a cricketer. I mean, nothing can he do like football, cricket, baseball, volleyball. I mean, I think each and every sport he can play. I think he has done a boxing as well. I mean, I think he's a once in a two-time generation player, ABD. I mean, exceptional. I mean, someone was mentioning, but I mean, I think what Arjunda mentioned, I do get it. But I think the bowler who has troubled him most is Bumrah with the short ball. But I think if you see how ABD plays,
and Krunal
even
Pandya.
if you bowl in the short,
and Krunal Pandya, he has a terrible record.
Krunal Pandya, yeah. But I think, but the scenario with ABD is
both
like
the Pandya brothers, both the Pandya brothers,
both the Pandya brothers for that matter.
Yes, certain bowlers. But I think, but how ABD plays, like the shots he has, it's like out of. I mean, once in an exceptional talent player. I mean, I think the situation of the match it was, if it was any like 2 or 3 players you will bank upon. I mean, one is ABD, like Dhoni in his prime, or Russell. Maybe Russell is not in a good form, but I think with ABD in the crease, and when I like, not to say with Unadkat as a bowler, but I think the moment I saw Jaydev Unadkat bowling ball to ABD, I thought like this match is in RCB. Not before that. I think what an amazing innings, amazing hitting, means clean hitting, and no way like after Unadkat could have recovered from it. They should have ball Archer, I guess. But yeah, I mean that's what happens, and very good performance again. ABD has jailed him out, so good, going well. Yep.
And And also the fact that we had been discussing that a lot of Rajasthan Royals players were due for a big innings, and today probably, if you can see, it was a team effort from them. But still, there was something wrong. Yeah, definitely ABD was too good, but definitely something was wrong from Rajasthan Royals end as well, because whatever we wanted from them, we wanted the top order to fire, and they just fired today. But still, they weren't able to get the results they deserve. They thought they deserved.
So
Yeah, I mean,
Rajasthan Royal overall, I think today the batting clicked, but then somewhere I felt today. I think Ian mentioned it somewhere. Steve Smith calculated it wrongly. If you see all the critical matches, 19th over is the most critical over. It is not like 50 over matches where 50th over has been the over which actually changes the game. It is the 19th over which defines the game. So the 19th over, I felt somewhere they could have juggled and they could have given Archer the 19th over, and 20th over probably could have bowled by Unadkat. Because see, at the end of the day, it is human psychology. You have 12 balls to play and you have 35 runs. But if you had say 6 balls to play and you have 24 runs, it would have been extremely difficult. So I think somewhere they actually went, the calculation went haywire. And uh, that's how it is. I think Rajasthan Royals, as I said, when the things don't go right, nothing will go right. Your captaincy will not go right. Your bowling changes will not go right. In spite of you doing well, the things will not go right. So I think somewhere, uh, as I predicted yesterday, it is not the prediction. It is for my favorite team KKR to stay in the competition. Imagine if RCB would have won the match. And I don't know the result of Chennai match because I didn't see till the end. I watched it till the 14th over. I don't know what happened to Chennai match. But I think I will just watch it now. But I think the whole entire equation will change slowly because the second we are in the business end of the tournament, and I think if the things start, I think if the bottom 4 team starts winning, it's going to be difficult for specifically KKR and the 5th team in the order.
Absolutely. And before there is a match lined up which is coming on between Chennai and Delhi. But before that, if you want to say something more, you can just add up quickly.
I think with Arjunda mentioned in terms of Rajasthan, I do agree with the point. But I think with teams of Rajasthan, some things like all the things like if you see with a team like Delhi and Mumbai and RCB to some extent, I think all the departments they have not clicked in Rajasthan. I mean, it's not a collective effort. I think in bowling they lack very apart from Archer they lack. Also, Ankit Tyagi has been very impressive. Like I have like I've seen his seven playing play. I mean, very impressive by that guy. But I do feel that as a team collective effort, they have not clicked this tournament. And I think today's match, if would have gone in a different way, I think they have a difficult chance now. Going forward in the tournament. So yeah, I mean, so this is what I want to say about it.
Absolutely. So we once again cracker off a match coming on between Delhi and Chennai,
Yeah.
as I said. So thank you very much, Arjun, and thank you so much, Ayan, for joining. So we'll just
Thank you.
wait after a couple of hours once the match ends. So thank you so much. Let's have a great match.
Absolutely. Thank you.